Wherever you're at, whatever you want to create, I only came into coaching, so I want to make a difference. If you don't monetize it, you don't get to keep doing it. It stays in hobby mode. And I know a number of you have heard me say this a lot, that moving out of hobby mode and then out of technician mode into business and wealth creation mode is sustainability in this industry. So the way I look at it is, it's not, and please keep the comments going so I know where you're at with my ideas, because my job here isn't to challenge you so much that you're put off or that you think, oh, I don't want to talk about money. It's to calibrate where you're at so I can do everything I can to help you with your thinking. Because if your thinking can be professional, if your thinking can be business and wealth orientated, you build sustainability into your decision making. So my decisions when I do this, is 17 coming to 18 years now, are about sustainability. So I've got to love what I do, and I've got to love where I'm at, and I've got to love the decisions I'm making for where I'm heading. That's really key to me. I'm not making decisions just, I love this is wonderful, this is what I want to do all day. It's not just where I'm at that I love. It's got to be something, in 10 years' time, is this feeding the future vision I have for who I'm going to be, what I'm going to want to be doing, and does it build sustainability into it? So who here understands the ideal average day? Who's done that exercise or is familiar with it? A bunch of you. Thank you. So the ideal average day this is an exercise I did 12, 13 years ago. My God, that's a long time. Anyway, and I sat down with me, myself and I. It was a wonderful meeting, we all agreed. And I just figured out over a number, you're living now, yours now, that's great. So my ideal average day is, I worked out 12 years ago what my ideal average day looks like. What would I be doing? Who would I be hanging out with? What would I be making? What types of decisions am I making? What's my fitness level? Anyway, so I started there. I, Sharon, see, hear, feel, and know that the purpose of my life is to be a loving and passionate woman who inspires others playfully. And with that roadmap and my values and being a lifelong learner, great comment, Jenny, I then began figuring out, well, what would my business look like? Or what would my decision-making look like? And so my decision-making tree is formed based on decisions I've made that I really love. Now, obviously, I've updated my ideal average day since then. I've grown. I've updated my life's purpose to an extent, or that's the same life's purpose now I've had for 15 years. It works for me. And you're welcome to have my life's purpose if it works for you, or just change the adjectives however you want. And then what I do now is I just keep looking, am I making decisions now? Am I aligned now with the future me I envision me being? Is everyone following this? Give me some love if you're getting this. It's pretty straightforward. So my decisions aren't made, they are, I'm human. There are plenty of times I just do the irrelevant thing. I might watch too much TV, binge watch a show or something like that. But generally, during the day, I've made progress in some arena of my life that moves me towards my ideal me and my ideal life. Now, based on that, I've achieved financial independence. And most people in this industry can't say that. Why? How does anybody be in this industry for 17, 18 years and not have that set up and sorted? It is on each of us. If you're in my programs, my mission for you is not just to earn your course fees back. That is the smallest guarantee we could offer for you to join our program. So our guarantee is a success guarantee. If it was a result of doing our training and graduating on time, you don't earn back your entire course fees. As a result of using our systems and proving it, we'll refund the fees and you get to keep all the materials. No one's ever had to claim it because anyone who uses the system has done that. But that can't be the game we're playing, guys. Does everyone see that's too small a game? Yes? I mean, if you're in Pro Coach, $25,000 over 3 years, give me a break. I'm not taking the pay card. So it's really thinking in what types of numbers are we going to be comfortable with. This is me moving you into a wealth conversation. So I don't know what numbers you're comfortable with. Generally, I'm in the room with people and I watch some people totally freak out when I say that the minimum goal that you should work on and get comfortable with is netting profit. So take home $1 million a year. And some people can't handle it. So I just say, take a zero off if you come with 100,000. I'm choking at that low number, but I actually just got dry-throated saying that small number. And if you're still, it's too big, I can't go any further, and I just can't play at a $10,000 a year level. I won't support that, because I need you to think as big as you can. It's for my benefit as well. If I can get you as successful as possible, you're to go out there and be super successful, TCI's brand's gonna be epic. So I think, personally, in terms of $10 million a year, I will settle for $1 million for today's exercise. But the number you utilize is going to be the number that stretches you, that challenges you, that you haven't achieved yet. And it doesn't have to be the number. I just work in round numbers because it's easier that way. So whatever your number is, I'm going to play with $1 million net, because that was my first goal once I realized this was, you really can do well in this industry. So everyone might not be comfortable. Is everyone cool with that? Is anyone got a moral objection to $1 million net? If so, tune out of the class and come back when I do the coaching demo. But that's where we're going to play. And then you're cool with that. Can I have it now? Well, you got to earn it, Paul. That's the thing. So here's $1 million. $1 million is earned by the value you add. It is not the wishing for it. It is not the wanting it. It's not the, I think I deserve it. That new age crap isn't going to work. The secret doesn't work. I know the people, I know most of the people who appeared, not most, I know some of the people who appeared on that show if you've watched The Secret, and they all had the same objection. Who knows what the objection is from The Secret? Yeah, they left out action because it wasn't desirable and it didn't sell. So John Assaraf, a very dear friend of mine, he says they literally edited out the bit that matters. They edited out one friend of mine completely. T. Harv Eker was edited out because he only wanted to talk about, you got to do some stuff. It's the value you add. So if you want to know what $1 million is, it equals the value. Now, some of you already know the answer to this. How much value? How much value? And I think a couple of you have said it. You're looking to add 3 to 10 times the value of what you want to earn. 3 to 10 times for $1 million, to make $1 million. And I made $1 million in my 3rd year in coaching. So in the last year of Pro Coach was $1 million profit year for me. And that's the least I've made since. I know, it's great. It's epic. I do deserve a round of applause because I have succeeded where most people don't even attempt. I know, good on me. It's fantastic. It is bloody amazing. I did $1 million profit year in coaching hours, guys. Coaching and training, not TCI, just coaching. It's phenomenal. Thank you, I appreciate it. So we've got to think in terms, okay, how much value can I provide? Then the question becomes, well, do I have that much value? Well, if you've trained with us for 3 years in Pro Coach, you do. You might not believe it, you might need convincing of it, it might take you some while, and limiting beliefs, and I was raised in poverty, and blah, 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 insert excuses here. But you have enough value. Thank you for laughing. Because you just do, because my program where I earned $1 million, this was my program, it was a 55-page manual. Are you hearing that? 55-page manual. Guys, if I ever only delivered a 55-page manual to you, I think I'd go home in shame. I would ban Chanel to punish myself. Now that's harsh. If you know me at all, that's harsh. Versace, right out. So just think about that. It's not the resources. So if it's not the resources, what is it? What is the difference that makes the difference? So I'm always interested in, there's constants and there's variables. So the constant is the opportunity. What's the variable? What are the gaps? It's the resourcefulness. Exactly. Thank you. It's the resourcefulness. I did something extraordinary with very little resources. Think about it. Think about it. With all the resources in the world, some people are still sitting waiting for the perfect time to know enough, to be sure enough, to have enough courage. Guys, I was terrified. My first coaching session, I shook with fear. Thank God it was on the phone. Thank God we didn't have Zoom. It would have been awful. I was bright red, I was terrified, I was dry, heaving, I had sweaty palms. I got the feeling now, the sweaty palm feeling I had. So if you're wondering when the perfect time is, it was yesterday, but I'll settle for today. That's the attitude you've got to have about it. So all your fear in the world, I had it, but I still did it. So it can't, the constant is not the fear. Everyone's got the fear. The variable is what you do despite it, is what you do with it. Is everyone getting this? It's not magically going like your fear. It's not magically flying away and we're all suddenly fine. Fear is the same thing. It is the constant. It is not, I'll wait for it to go and then I'll live my life. Doesn't mean to say I do anything. Doesn't mean to say I'm completely dismissive. Doesn't mean to say I'm acting like it's not here. I'm not ignoring it. I'm just doing my life with it. That's what this takes. Who's feeling me? You better be feeling me. So this is my favorite saying. In the hands of a useless mind, no content is good enough. In the hand of a resourceful mind, any content will do. So I have walked out of this training and refused to come back because the attitude in the room, I remember one training, we got to day fucking 5. And they still sat there in their heads, analyzing and assessing everything I said in terms of whether or not it was challenging to them. And if it was too challenging, I'd have to simplify it. And if everything was this simple, everyone would do $1 million. Do you get me? If it was so simple, you could just, yay, I made $1 million because I wanted it. It happened. It's fabulous. Got my $1 million. What's next? Give me a real challenge. There's a reason why it puts you in the top 1% of this industry. Because 99% of the people can't be asked. Because it's hard. An opportunity looks too much like hard work. Put your fucking overalls on. Pull up your sleeves. Do what you've got to do to create the environment, and this is possible. But to think anyone's tripping their way into $1 million simply because they think they deserve it, like The Secret says, bullshit. That's not how this works. The law of attraction is built on energy. Energy is built on where your intention is. If your intention is to wish it to be true, and until then you're not going to take any risks, you can't be worthy of the $1 million.